Hello. Welcome back to the stream. We're starting a little bit early today, just because um, usually these games, or at least the episodes, would take quite a while. So welcome. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. In the previous stream, we went into, I think, episode 2, but then now, oh no, we did episode 1, so we are going to go into episode 2 for today. Well, I'm not sure whether I load this. Alright, we'll just see whether this brings me into episode 2. Load save data. Okay, you know what, I'll start a new game. So we're going to episode 2. Here we go. Start game. Wallace Nightgrave. Oof. Alright, so this reminds me of that, probably that scary figure that we saw in episode 1. But anyways. Wallace Nightgrave, occupation student, 16, necromancy. I'm not going anywhere until I see her. She's already passed. There was nothing more they could have done. How? This academy teaches the best mages in the kingdom. The condition was much worse than we thought. The kingdom's magic isn't advanced enough to treat something like this. Lucio Steelwind can rain meteors from the sky. William Frigga can teleport entire caravans across the continent. Ugh. He's probably upset about a girl's death then. Emily. Oh, not scary at all. The Walking Dead, episode 2. I'm sorry, Celeste, but there's no way out of this. Celeste's attention is sharply focused on the chessboard. I swear, I think my prediction may be right. You know, she might be one of those royals. But anyway, just give me a second. I can still win this. Checkmate. We are in a library. I hope you didn't spend an entire morning playing around. I've already learned 2 new spell formulas since we got here. But at least there's that. I'm pretty sure we didn't accomplish anything. Your flustered staring tells her exactly how much progress you've made. Yep. I couldn't find any books about the subject we've been looking into. The Eye of Horus. During Celeste's trial, you awaken to a new ability that you've never used before. Until then, you thought that the eye could only see surface-level thoughts, but during that moment with Garrick Pierce, the Eye of Horus was empowered, and you could see far more than usual. It made you both wonder what other hidden abilities the eye might have. You both decided it's time to find out more about the eye and its origins. The Arcane art, but you couldn't find a single mention of any ability like the eye. Or do we need to look somewhere else? I've traveled around the world, I might have seen something like it. You entertained the thought for a moment, but you haven't known her for very long. The Eye of Horus is a supernatural ability that can't be detected by a spell compendium. You've always been wary about what the kingdom might do to you if they ever found out about it. Sorry, it's not something I can really talk about. Now her occupation is a bodyguard, so I guess now she is your bodyguard. If I had to guess, I would say that they're looking into supernatural phenomena. It's her. It's that girl. You look over to where the voice came from. She appears to be a student at the academy. Those purple eyes are a little bit unsettling. How long was she there? You didn't notice her presence at all. You also feel like she looks oddly familiar. As the girl approaches your table, you see another student frantically running after her. Iris, you... Iris? Iris Ilmater. She's 16. Her arcane art is illusion. This is Wallace Nightgrave. So he's the guy that we saw earlier. That looks so different. Just how much did you hear? I wonder. Reading about the supernatural is actually a hobby of mine. Might be able to help you with your research. Mr. Cuthbert has a bad habit of muttering to himself when he thinks. I assume that his research has something to do with the supernatural. Oh, you don't want to mess with the lady. You feel a piercing side glance from Miss Tamora. You avoid eye contact. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Oh? Just remember to show some discretion. Right. What was that? So you two are students at the Imperial Academy. Illusion magic. But few mages ever reach a level high enough for that. Invisibility. Unique field of study. Unique is a word to put about. It's rare for the school to let any outsiders in. You're only able to get access to it because of Miss Tomora's connections. We only ever get occasional visits from the noble houses. So I was curious as to who was able to break this dull monotony. Mercenary? Now I work as Tyrion's bodyguard. After her trial, it turned out that Celeste was more than capable of affording your services. However, Miss Tomorrow proposed a different arrangement. After indicting Garrick Pierce, you painted a large target on your back. That's smart. She figured you'd be more comfortable around someone you were already friends with. Anyways, I'm a defense attorney. It's not what I was expecting. What's that supposed to mean? Yeah. Supernatural phenomena. I wonder why you would be researching such a thing. Regardless, there's so many spells in the world. Why are you so convinced that this phenomenon wasn't produced by a spell? What we're looking into doesn't seem to follow the classic rules of magic. How so? Please tell me. It was created by someone who's not a mage? Interesting. The words came out of your mouth before you realized it. Oh, damn. You sent a small apologetic look to Miss Tamora. That does remind me of a story. The legend about how the kingdom of Wyverngate was created. Ancient dragons? It's only about one ancient dragon. The Church of Bahamut refers to him as the Scaled Lord. So the dragon is the god? Legends say that the first mages were created centuries by him. This big dragon here. At that time, our kingdom was caught in the middle of a brutal war. With no way to defend themselves, the kingdom was on the brink of destruction. Our people prayed to Bahamut, the god of dragons, for salvation, and almost as if to answer their prayers, Rathalion, the last Scaled Lord, appeared before them. He bestowed the gift of magic on a band of heroes who were fighting on the front lines. With their magic, these heroes utterly overtook the kingdom's enemies and single-handedly won the war. The heroes went on to form the noble houses of today. Well, it's pretty classic. Hi, Birch. Thanks for dropping by. What a load of nonsense. That story is nothing but religious propaganda to prop up the noble houses. Well, she has something against the nobles, it seems. Regardless, the significance of this legend is in the Scaled Lord himself. Rathalion? Several individuals to this day that power can only be passed down genetically. Ooh, can you think of an arcane spell that produced something like that? Powers that weren't bound by the rules of the arcane art. He would create supernatural phenomena without following the rules of magic. It is as unrealistic as a non-mage using supernatural powers. Ooh. She has a point. It's the closest thing you have to a lead right now. Oh no. Who's this? Oh, an instructor. It seems like all the women has a gaze of disdain. Professor Bellwether. Catherine Bellwether. She's 34. Same arcane art. I assume she might be her sister. Oh no, they might not be sisters. She has a different last name. I knew letting you rabble into our walls will lead nothing but trouble. Malcontent? If you have an issue with that, take it up with him. Oh damn, she's a strict one. Straighten out your uniform and fix that awful hair. A street urchin? That's a bit mean. I suppose it's unreasonable to expect anything more. Damn, Wallace. What was that? Is that supposed to be intentional? What a bitch. Whoa, that was straight out. Shall we begin? Why do you keep detecting fear? Also, that's fear, so it's happiness, sad, angry, and fear. Okay. Now that you mention it, I could use some help finding a specific spell formula. Ooh. You hadn't thought to look into the Asian dragons, and the library had books about them. There was one problem. There are a lot of myths and stories about the ancient dragons. It's pretty difficult to tell fact from fiction. We have the bones of dragons displayed in museums, but those bones are the only widely known evidence of the dragon's existence. Rathelion? Whether he's still be alive. Our kingdom's constitution still includes him in the government. A dragon in the government? The ancient dragon's authority technically rivals that of King Olivier. Oh. That's interesting, a dragon rivaling your king? The law is just a way to revere him and appease the church. I see. Arthurian couldn't possibly be any worse than nobility. Can't be too sure about that. Oh, not before several books fall off the shelves. Sorry. Uh-oh. What did you do? Construct, I require assistance. Wow, that's a scary construct. You know, the first thing I thought of was the constructs from Tears of the Kingdom, but this was definitely not what I was expecting. It looks like, what's that character from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Slain? I don't know, but it looks like it, like a samurai armor. The voice coming out of it sounds human, but it lacks emotion. Why does it sound familiar? Oh. Interesting. Suits of armor that are animated using artificery, they can carry out simple tasks when ordered to. The ones in the Imperial Academy speak using the voice of Catherine Bellwether. So, oh, the professor. These voice lines can only be changed or adjusted by the Academy headmaster. Every command given to a construct is stored in its command log. However, this command log must be cleared regularly. I'm pretty sure this will come back to haunt me later. They aren't available to the public. That's a relief. Inhuman efficiency. Only after a few seconds all the books are back on the shelves. That's a bit vain, Celeste. Command rejected. I guess they're not allowed to lie. Oh. Series of pre-recorded messages. Fortunately, you can't make them say anything other than what's recorded. Only the headmaster can change those settings. Experimental. I would advise against that. Even if commands are rejected, they're still stored in the construct's command logs. Well, I don't feel like I'm making any progress. Uh-oh. Suddenly you hear the thunderous low-pitched sound blare across the room. Oh, no. What is that? You didn't touch anything. Oh. Wasn't that the lockdown system? Oh no. This is what's gonna happen. Lockdown system? In a state of emergency, you erect magical barriers throughout the building. Don't worry, the lockdown is designed to keep everyone safe. We're safe as long as the barriers are up. Oh no, Miss Tomora, she said she was going to do something on campus. You suddenly hear this embodied voice echo through the library. It sounds like it's being projected magically. There's been a murder on Academy grounds. I knew it. It's gonna come back and haunt us with that, construct. Please stay where you are and wait for law enforcement to arrive. That's not possible. Protects and locks each room. We can't leave this room until it's deactivated. It doesn't even budge. I know that you're worried about her, but there's already been a murder. Best thing we can do right now is to stay here and wait. She's right. Her angry face is, something. Her eyes are carefully watching the entrance. It's easy to forget sometimes, but she's always reliable when it really counts. Law enforcement has secured the building. The lockdown has been lifted. However, please remain in the building until... no. Where is she? Do you find her? Off. Why are you shouting? Calm down, you're hyperventilating. Oh. And you're worried about me? I just... Well, she's a mentor to... She's usually not receptive to affection, but you don't care. You're just relieved that she's safe. I do. Wait. Hang on. Where's the other girl? Where's the other girl? You arrive at the foyer and see the room swarm with a legion of familiar knights. Ah, the Inquisition. Orm White. Mr. Detective. Well, in this case, the knight. Oh no. Wait, he's the suspect? You said he was under arrest? On what charges? Catherine Bellwether. So the professor? I thought the victim would be the other girl. I guess I was wrong. If Wallace is a suspect, we can't stop the Inquisition from arresting him. Don't worry, Wallace. We'll get to the bottom of what happened. Guess we'll be defending Wallace. Oh yeah, hell. I was going to go check on him. Still don't understand. Why would they suspect Wallace of all people? Right, this school is filled with plenty of mages. There has to be a long list of suspects. He hasn't accepted you as his attorney. I know that he's innocent. I just can't sit here and do nothing. It's not charity work. Run out of gold? Right. We'll take care. Why does your mentor not do much mentoring in this case? Yes, we'll save it here. It's been a few hours since Wallace was arrested. You and Celeste were with him during the lockdown, so the Inquisition had to take your statements. But the more they question you, the more you could tell they had doubts about your testimony. You'll need to do more if you want to establish an alibi for Wallace. More to establish an alibi? That's... oh. The crime scene sounds like a good start. We need to figure out what actually happened. The body was found in Lecture Hall 2B, in the west wing of the school. Okay, I'm gonna check out everything here first. Painting of a man with some sort of creature on his arm. Looks pretty cool. Dr. Delbit Tafaros, a mage, historian, archaeologist, anthropologist, and botanist. That's a lot of careers known into one man. Best known for his work in studying the history of the ancient dragons. On his arm is one of the last pseudo-dragons, which has now gone extinct. Dr. Paul Vorella, archaeologist of the North. He was honored both by the Church and the Wyvern Historical Society for his impressive discovery. And who's this person? Gillian Chemnitz, the inventor of early artificery. So this is the guy who invented it. Anyone can utilize the convenience of magic without having noble blood. Although the expenses of owning artificery present their own barrier. Does give off that attitude. I guess there's nothing much here. Let's move. Classroom 2B. Let's go investigate. I'm the defense attorney for the accused. You have a right to investigate the crime scene. This girl again, the prosecutor. Do not call me that. Is lady a bad thing to call someone? What's that smell? Sour and rancid odor. Here to coordinate the investigation. Isn't that the Inquisition's job? Due to the circumstances, I have decided to handle this case personally. That would make you my opponent. Well, I'll be willing to answer your questions, but only if you answer some of mine as well, okay? Do we talk first? Okay. Miss McCoy, it's my understanding that you were adopted. Would you happen to know who your both parents are? I didn't think her questions would be personal questions. Yeah, I didn't think she meant that as well. I've never tried looking for them. If I recall correctly, your spell compendium only contained one spell. How did you learn Mage Blade in the first place? Sorry, spells as in plural? A few hours? She learned multiple spell formulas. I knew it. This girl is not simple. This Celeste is probably someone important. Alright, the rancid smell. He misread instructions for an alchemy experiment. He accidentally produced this rancid smelling vapor. Vapor? It's just extremely unpleasant to the senses. Weeks ago. And you're the headmaster? All began when the City Watch received a call from the Academy. Supposedly there was an attack on campus grounds and the entire building was put on lockdown. I'm not sure about the specifics, but supposedly the lockdown can be shut down manually. You have to ask one of the Academy's admins if you want to know more. Yep. Did we see anything suspicious? We were locked. She was still alive then, I see. That does match with the accounts from our other witnesses. After she left the library, she would have gone to find the headmaster. She attended the meeting as planned. If the headmaster met with Bellwether, you probably want to speak with him next. She must have found a way into this classroom afterward. There's only one direct path from the headmaster's office to this lecture hall. Let's look at the map. So, oh, I can't go any further. This is the library. We were at the library. And now we're at lecture hall 2B. That's really far off. Anyway, how was the body discovered? 2 members of the kitchen staff spotted her collapse in this classroom. It was too late. Oh. Valentina and Valerie Lanas? Is that L-I? Whatever. They're apparently sisters. Orin was the one who collected their statements. They had a few quirks. Running and spinning around him during questioning. That must have been a sight to see. Yeah, you definitely want to speak to them. You couldn't have committed the murder, you're right. Miss McCoy herself told us that there was a small time period when she wasn't with him. Right, it was when I came to check on you after you knocked over that shell. I see. But unless his alibi is airtight, the evidence in his room proves that it was him. Okay, guess I'll examine it ourselves. Okay. Ooh, suddenly there's voice acting. What do we see? Detect magic spell. You can see magic traces while we're examining crime scenes. Your bodyguard. Dr. Nicholas Grosu, inventor of the Arcane engine. He was known to compose symphonies for the king in his free time. Textbooks about alchemy. Lame. Oh. We never had a proper school in Cornhaven. After Miss Tomorrow adopted me, she handled my education personally. Oh, I wouldn't mind getting schooled by her. You're not much of a student. How have you learned so many spells if you're so distractible? Just learn the spell formula and cast stuff. Alright. Came from abdomen, is that where the fatal wound was? There's a lot of blood in this puddle, but there's no trail leading to it. And there aren't any magical traces anywhere else in the room. I doubt the murderer used magic. She bled from her abdominal area. Oh. Illusion magic. Believe that the suspect donned an illusory disguise immediately after murdering the victim. He discreetly made his way back to the library unnoticed. No one would have seen them leave the classroom. Necromancy? What does that mean? Creates undead? Yeah, he's a necromancer. Believe that he drained her life force completely using a necromancy spell. That's why there are no visible wounds. Died at 2:01 PM. Body shows no signs of cuts or bruising. The alchemist report has verified that death was not caused by poison or disease. Body shows traces of necromancy and illusion magic. Cause of death is not apparent, but very likely caused by necromancy magic. That's a mouthful. They're all on the edge about what other spells he might have used. Nothing unholy. Are there plenty of other mages who can cast those spells? This is an academy for mages after all. But the knowledge required to learn necromancy is heavily controlled. Frankly, I'm surprised even one student at this school was allowed to learn it. It's still too convenient. She thinks that he's not the murderer. It's the first time you've seen a thought from Steelwing. Normally you can only see thoughts from people who are stressed or excited. You doubt that Miss Steelwing is excited, of course. Is something causing her to be stressed? Because something tells me that this case isn't as straightforward as you claim it is. I guess that's it. We'll have to present something. As a mage from a noble house, you must have gone to school here. Alright, because regrets is failing to remove her from her position before I graduated. Present. I feel like there should be something. According to... Spells. Nope. Can I talk about her? I guess I can't talk more to her, so let me go to the barracks. Maybe we should move to the kitchen and question the rest of them. Is anyone there? There's no one here right now. Alright, headmaster's office. Seems like that's the place that we can go to. Old man. That's one way to put it. Sorry for coming unannounced. You must be Theodore. Theodore Redmond. Headmaster, he's 88. With illusion as an arcane art. I feel like he's gonna be the one. I'm the headmaster of Wyvern Guard Imperial Academy. Protege of Ruby Timora. Must be here to investigate the murder. They aren't allowing visitors. Must be so scared right now. Hope he's okay. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Talk. Just saying that one of my prize students would be accused of murder. We heard your voice on the intercom when the lockdown happened. Are you the one who triggered it? Yes. I activated it when I received a call from one of the staff. Headmaster activated the Academy's lockdown system in response to receiving a call from security. This call reported that Catherine Bellwether had been fatally wounded. In the event of an emergency, I can activate it using the stone. The system creates magical barriers throughout the building. It's designed to contain and protect each room in the building. I doubt it. The barriers can withstand a great amount of force. They even block mages from teleporting. For an hour? Does it say? The Academy's lockdown is a system of the covers the entire Academy building. Creates magical barriers that isolate and protect each room. It can't be breached with physical magical force. They also block mages from teleporting. Oh. What can you tell me about Wallace? Earlier you said that he was one of your prized students. Oh? Because technically he is one. It's one of the most dangerous and most scrutinized school of magic. Its image has been long tainted by stories of dark wizards raising armies of the undead. It doesn't just control the forces of death, it also controls the forces of life. Healing magic is also classified as necromancy. That's why Wallace is studying it. He wants to become a doctor. For years he's been studying necromancy beyond basic healing magic. Wallace doesn't hail from a noble house. He's a common folk. That's why. It's because he is a common folk. Many of the faculty fear that he'll use his knowledge to raise armies of the undead, just like the necromancers of old. The Imperial Army isn't even permitted to teach it to students beyond basic healing magic. He made an exception? Everything that has happened to him. You have to ask him if you wish to know more. Yes. You may find it a bit difficult. After some incident, he destroyed his compendium. It's really convenient for remembering the formulas and incantations. Oh, it's not required to use the magic. Unattuned spell compendium. I'd be more happy to give it to you if it helps Wallace. Wallace just needs to maintain physical contact with it for 10 minutes. After that, the compendium will attune to his magic. Once it attunes to the mage, no one else can use it. It just glitched. Was that supposed to happen? I feel like it wasn't supposed to happen. What can you tell me about Catherine Bellwether? She was rather unpleasant to work with. Can you think of any enemies she might have had? You might as well list everyone who attended this school. Best to be blunt. Always best to be blunt. She's a pretty abrasive attitude towards the students. Many people in the school did not care for her. Oof. That's rough to hear. She often targeted and harassed students, especially those who were from the common folk. Wow. She put so much pressure on those students. Some of them even left the academy of their own volition. Couldn't handle her constant verbal abuse. It's worse? Wow. Why didn't you just fire her? Of course, yeah. Right, she's in with the nobles. As you can imagine, the academy's board is controlled by the nobility. Damn, even if I ever tried to remove her, they would probably support her over me. She isn't well liked by anybody. Had a tense relation with just about everyone in the academy. She has a history of bullying students, common folk, and mistreating the academy staff. For several years, she used her position to curry favor with the noble houses. Damn. Miss Bellwether has something against everybody. I heard that you had a meeting scheduled. What time was this? Noon. Lasted to 1 PM. Routine administrative stuff. But you were her superior. She was very vocal about her distaste for the common folk students. Difficult? Could I not? Oh. Yeah, Steven told us you had a bit of mishap. Wine? Apple juice. I see. Steelwind. He's the earliest recorded ancestor of House Steelwind. Bestowed his power upon him and his allies to create the first mages. Wow. How about him? Lucas Gilbert. He was an instructor here many decades ago. He studied magic without actually being able to use it. Oh. I guess that's pretty much it. There's nothing else here. Oh, hang on. Detect.
Arcanum.
Well, doesn't seem like there's anything, so we'll go back to the foyer.
Arcanum.
Nothing here. Let's go to the kitchen. The cafeteria is closed. Aha, this is Valentina. Dude, oh my god, I read it as Valentina without that L there. It just flashed across. I thought it was something else. Anyways. Valerie. If you're with those knights, we really told them everything we know. Ugh, I'm gonna have to remember those details again. Oh, she's being coerced. Walking in the hallway from the kitchen to the west exit. Spotted the professor in a nearby room. She was lying on the floor and bleeding. While I was doing that, my sister tried to wake her up. That would imply that Valerie thought that she could be resuscitated. She wasn't breathing and she didn't have a pulse. Wallace Nightgrave. He's that scary kid. Hanging around the cemetery. He's just biding his time waiting for his chance to raise an army. Well, fair. Seems like nobody actually likes her. She was a horrible person. By all of us, do you mean the academy staff? Well, that's mean. She probably sounds terrible. I just hope we can still keep our jobs. Did I take a look around the kitchen with Valentina? Snooping around might scare her off. Right, okay. Did you ever feel like your job was at risk because of Bellwether? Fire all the staff? Jen. Who's Jen? Academy custodians. Okay. Is there anything else that I can ask her about? This room was close to the crime scene. Could you cast detect magic and scan for magical traces? Oh. There's gonna be something, right? No? Oh? It's a barrel full of some sort of drink. Okay. Bread. Breadsticks and butter. The bread is free. Yeah. Okay. Was there something that she was trying to hide? Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything. Hallway. Jen. That's a very lax way of putting it. Someone just died, so can we take the day off? Oof. Oh, it's not Valentina. She's Valerie. They're twins. This means that she was the one who discovered the body alongside Valentina. Jan Hughes. Oh, that's his uniform. I thought that was his pajamas. All right. He's 36, no arcane art. A man of little less words. What are we doing when the twins discovered the body? Bellwether knocked over a vase and there were shards and dirt everywhere. You saw the professor before the twins arrived. She broke the vase right in this hallway, 20 to 30 minutes before the twins found the body. Lecture hall that Bellwether was found in. I was more worried about cleaning the mess she made. She was walking real slow. Knocked over the vase. She still yelled at me to be quiet. Catherine Bellwether. She had a bad relationship with just about everyone. She always yelled at me when I was taking too long to get a job done. Anything else? Fire the staff? Arcane constructs. Bellwether was the one that ordered them. Oh, he's worried about them taking over his job. I see. The way she was talking, it sounded like he didn't have a say in the matter. She hated having common folk in the schools, even among the staff. She was really miffed that he was hiring common folk in the community center. She was planning to fire all the academy staff, replace them with arcane constructs. This plan was overheard by Jen Hughes a few weeks ago. Anything else? 2H. 2F. I'm guessing that's D, E, B, N. Storage.
Repario Arcanum.
Is there anything that I could present to him? Oh. The lockdown system. Valentina? We're not friends? There's a lot of give and take among us commoners, gotta stick together. Is there anything else that I can get from him? Construct. Oof. Yeah, that is heartless. Anything else here? Nope. I guess... Oh, I guess I can't talk to her. Let's go to the barracks. There we are. Wallace Nightgrave. Why do you get so scared so quickly? Apparently not well. They still won't let me go. They found traces of necromancy magic on the body. Calm down. I don't really have any money to pay. For now, let's just focus on getting you acquitted. Oh. I clicked it too quickly. Guess it doesn't matter anyways, it's not like I have anything else to lose. At least he's cooperating. Makes no sense unless... Did they frame me? Why is he suspecting us? That makes you their prime suspect. We heard about the type of magic that you're studying. Don't worry. Just want to use necromancy to become a doctor. It's your life on the line. Alright. Let's see. Oh, okay. This word again. Prestidigitation. Simple, harmless visual effect. But why would you need that visual effect? Heals the wounds of the target over the casting time. Wounds on the target are magically healed without leaving any scars or bruises. The spell can restore missing limbs, nor can it revive someone who has already dead. Duration 1 minute. Illusory disguise. It's 1 hour. This is an illusion on the target to completely change the visual appearance. The disguise moves with the target for the duration. The disguise can make the target look 1 feet larger or smaller. Elements hidden by the spell are made invisible, and the elements created by the spell are purely visual. You cannot make physical contact with it. Revive? Oh. Floods the target with life energy in an attempt to resuscitate them. Does not heal wounds sustained. Results may vary, but it cannot resuscitate someone who has been dead for more than a minute. I feel like I'm gonna go into somewhere deep where I don't want it to be. Reanimates the target using life energy, creating an undead minion for the duration. The minion follows the caster's orders, but its intelligence is limited and it cannot speak. The minion can end the spell prematurely, but will only do so if ordered to by the caster. Once the spell is ended, the undead will return to being a dead body. That's scary. Okay, let's see. Necrotic Blight. Pulls all the life energy from the target, resulting in instant death. This spell does not wound the target, nor does it leave any physical evidence, but it still leaves a magical trace. Wow. It is gruesome. Ooh, that's when Professor Bellwether started coming after me. Alright. Are her fears related to Ares? I steal the ID number off my locker and then they switch it with one on another locker. Ares had a bit of reputation around our school, but everyone was scared of her, even the students from nobility. It was probably due to some baseless rumor. One day, someone switched my nameplate with hers. I was so scared when she approached me, I couldn't even say anything. But she didn't get angry like others. It's a good thing he's able to find a friend in a place like that. Okay. Why are you still studying? Yeah, that's a good question. I could have just stopped after learning the healing spells. Why are you learning spells that can steal people's life force and raise undead? Life and death are two sides of the same coin. That's the key principle behind necromancy. The first undead was actually a failed attempt to resurrect a human using magic. Can't do anything for diseases or deformities. If I could just keep studying, I know I can create a new type of necromancy. One that can cure diseases. I see. I think I can really guess the answer to this question. Exactly what you would expect. After we got out about what I was studying, Professor Bellwether will always target me. She started yelling at me for the smallest mistakes. I knew how to avoid her and stay out of her way, but sometimes she just come looking for me. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. I always wish she would just disappear. Feels like she's gonna come back from the grave to haunt me. I feel like that's where the story's going, and I'm a bit nervous when it hits that stage. The prosecution wants to implicate Wallace despite his alibi. They wouldn't have a reason to do this unless the evidence heavily implicated him. How does the evidence implicate Wallace? Yeah? How does the evidence implicate... A magic trace of necromancy was found on the body. Even without seeing the traces, it's pretty obvious that magic was used on the body. Found no signs of poison or disease. Which spell do they think? Which one was it? This one. Yeah, that's the one that sucks the life force out of you. She wouldn't have been wounded by necrotic blight. That is true. There's something at the crime scene that wouldn't be there if that were true. The blood. Hold on. Lecture 2B's floor was covered in blood. There's something on the body that shouldn't be there. Bellwether's body was covered in blood. It's not the hall, but her body. That's the last piece. If I had to guess, the information we need is being keyed in by one of the witnesses who discovered the body. Yeah, those sisters are definitely hiding something. The way she reacted, I think she may have been trying to hide herself from your detect magic. Chills just ran down my spine. Could she be like an illusion? Subtly cast detect magic and scan her. Right, alright, let's go back to the kitchen then. There's a trace of magic on her. There's a trace of necromancy on her. Someone cast a necromancy spell on her within the last 48 hours. What does that mean? Is she a corpse? I'm a bit scared now. Okay, relax. All I have to do is repeat what I told them last time. Do you know there's a trace of necromancy on Bellwether's body? A lot of the evidence we found doesn't make sense. Wait, but hold on. Does she have an arcane art? Oh, no she doesn't. Her thoughts are an open book now. If you beat her in an argument, her thoughts might show you what she's hiding. Alright. What is she hiding? Start. Let's go. Argument. Well, you've been hiding something from us. There's something that you're not telling us. My conscience is clear. Tyrion denies everything I know. Use this against claim that contradicts the displayed emotion. Be a lot easier for both of us. Let's say I were hiding something which I'm not. I don't have to tell you anything. Oh, this is tough. You have nothing to lose by telling us what happened. I know that you're not the murderer. I'll make sure you're protected. You're already giving a statement to Inquisition. If the truth comes out, what do you think they'll do? Oh, that's the right answer. Or we're threatening her. You can't actually prove anything. You think I'm lying to protect someone? I don't know anyone who can use magic. Who? Who? Profiles. Valerie? Oh damn. You have definitive proof that she knows a mage. How does she know a mage? Oh, okay, this. You said you've never seen a necromancy spell before. Aha. Nice touch. Did she not know about the spell that was cast on her? If she didn't know about the trace, she wouldn't have avoided Celeste back then. Alright. Am I going to become a zombie? Why doesn't Valentina know that the spell was necromancy? The witness who saw... Oh. I don't know. Healed her? Why doesn't Valentina know that the spell was necromancy? The spell cast within the lecture hall healed her? She knows about the spell, she didn't know that it was necromancy. Was there another type of magic that doesn't look like necromancy? The weapon contained the weapon the witness. Oh, I'm so lost. Hold on, I don't know how to make a sentence here. Why doesn't Valentina know that the spell was necromancy? The spell cast on Valentina on Bellwether. She knows about the spell. Wasn't there another type of magic that doesn't look like necromancy? Oh, wow. The room contained within the lecture. The spell. Oh, come on. The weapon contained. I'm not doing this right. What am I? Why doesn't Valentina know that the spell was necromancy? Oh, I cannot believe I'm stumped by this. The witness who saw... No, not the witness. The room contained... No. The room... swung. The weapon swung during the murder. Attacked her. Another type of magic that doesn't look like necromancy. How am I stumped by this? That doesn't look like. Ooh. Healed her. The spell. The spell. Us. Then she just didn't know it was necromancy. Wasn't there another type of magic that doesn't look like necromancy? What do you mean doesn't look like necromancy? Revive. Killed during the murder. The witness who saw. No, the spell cast on Valentina. No, she knows about the spell. Ugh. She just didn't know. So the spell. I'm so confused. The room contained on Valentina at Bellwether. The spell cast at Bellwether. No. Okay. On Valentina. The weapon. The room. The witness who saw. I don't get it. It doesn't look like necromancy. How am I stuck on this? Ugh. Okay, spells. It's not this. It leaves a magical trace. Reanimates the target using life energy, creating an undead minion for the duration 8 hours. The weapon swung. Oh my god. Was this the witness who saw? The room contained within the lecture hall. No, Valentina should have noticed someone casting a spell on her. She knows about the spell, but just didn't know that it was necromancy. Wasn't there another type of magic that doesn't look like necromancy? The spell... My gosh. No, it's not the spell. The room contained within the lecture hall. The weapon swung during the murder. Oh my god. I'm not doing so well. Oh no. I'm not doing so well here. Why doesn't Valentina know that the spell was necromancy? Am I not doing this right? Okay, you know what? I'm stumped. Hold on. How am I stumped at this? Why doesn't Valentina know that the spell was necromancy? The spell cast on Valentina. Oh. Righto. Healing spell. It was from the time that she healed that cut. She knows a mage who studies healing magic. Oh, she's running away again. We'll probably intervene if we start harassing one of the witnesses. I did learn one thing. She has a friend who cast a healing spell on her. Good deductive reasoning. Alright, that's what they meant. Like, necromancy is not just killing people, you're able to heal someone. That's it. What? This whole time we've been wondering why there's a trace of necromancy on the body. It isn't because someone attacked Bellwether with a necromancy spell, it's because someone used necromancy in an attempt to heal her. Doesn't matter what type of necromancy spell someone uses, spells from the same school of magic leave the same type of trace. The body clearly has blood. I see. You remove any cuts or bruises. Not sure that was a dead end. It's not as suspicious that she asked someone to heal her if she injured herself, but if it's only that, why would she go through so much trouble to hide it? The wounds on the body were healed by an unknown person, and the person who found the body is hiding the identity of a healer. Valentina is definitely onto us. I feel like it might be her sister. Am I stuck? Yeah, I was stuck for a while back there. Use what you've learned to poke holes in the prosecution's case. Oh, well, we'll hope that she's hiding enough. Hi, like, I love that the introduction is just spoiled noble. I demand to know why you're still holding on to my rapier. It's a precious family heirloom and I want it back. I will bring her murderer to justice. Could that spoiled noble be the murderer? We don't know. Alright, time for the trial. Deep breaths. It's not my first time, it's the second time. My. Their eyes are prying to me like a pack of flesh-eating maggots. With a strong case for acquittal. Something is calming about Wallace's anxiety. That's not really good to absorb something in, like someone else's anxiety into yourself. I love how when the judge hits his gavel with like an action scene. The defense is ready. Mr. Nightgrave is charged with first-degree murder, negligent misuse of the arcane art, and illegal practice of advanced necromancy. What? Crime occurred within the academy this morning. The victim is Catherine Bellwether, professor at the school. Furthermore, the autopsy report shows that the body has no physical wounds. Ah, so you're kind of putting a flip on that reasoning. No signs of poison or disease. Aside from the defendant, no other students were permitted to learn advanced necrotic magic. To properly present our case, the prosecution would like to call Commander Orm White. It's always him first, and then we're just gonna dig holes in his testimony, and then he will back off and somebody else is gonna take over. It started when the... lol. That's how it goes, ain't it? It started when the City Watch got a call from the Imperial Academy. Someone was attacked and the whole building was put on lockdown. We set up a perimeter around the area and waited for the lockdown system to deactivate. When we finally got into the building, the prosecutor personally inspected the body and detected traces of necromancy on it. There were no cuts or bruises on the body either. The entire body was clean. That's a very vague testimony. Have I? Have I already found holes in his testimony? I wasn't exactly... Hold on, okay. Someone was attacked and the whole building was put in lockdown. There were no cuts and bruises on the body. The entire body was clean. Aha, it was not clean. Where is it? Objection! It has blood. You said the entire body was clean. The body was not clean. Well, she's not frantic about it. It's one small minor detail. Yeah, this is what I thought. I'd remind the court of the prosecution's case against my client, accusing him of murdering the victim using necrotic blight, a spell which would not have physically wounded the victim. There should not be blood. There were no wounds on the body, nor there were any reports of poison or disease. Yeah, but she was bleeding profusely at some point. And why are you so lax about it? While I do find the circumstances questionable, all other evidence clearly points to the defendant. There we are. What spell would leave a trace of necromancy? So it's probably one of the healing spells. This. That's correct. What would happen if Bellwether was wounded and someone attempted to heal her using man wounds? All of her wounds would disappear from her body. Uh-oh. Yes, I feel like you're incompetent. Okay, and the healers that arrived at the scene already confirmed that the victim was long dead. None of the healers would have done anything to gain by doing so. Yeah, at the end of the day, the burden of the proof is on you. If you could just find out who healed the body, this case is yours. Valentina knows the healer. However, I do believe that we can bring it to light. There were 2 people that witnessed someone cast magic on the body. Oh, that was quick. We dragged her out quick. If they had witnessed something like that, they would have come out in their testimony. Of course, Your Honor. Oh crap, it's that guy from before. It's the necromancer's lawyer. I feel like they might not be twins after all. Maybe she has like a split personality, you know? Wait a minute. Super harass. Oh, shut up. Oh, I missed that. I shouldn't have clicked so quickly. As I recall, you're one of the witnesses who discovered the body. Rest assured, in this courtroom you'll be protected from Mr. Cuthbert's harassment. We have not seen the two sisters in the same room, so that's what I think it is. I was walking with my sister in the West Wing when we noticed something in a nearby classroom. My sister tried her best to help her, but the professor had already lost a lot of blood. While my sister did that, used an emergency communication device to call for help. By the time her bleeding stopped, she's already lost too much blood. We need to push her on that one. What do you mean by her bleeding stopped? Right? Press. She blames herself for not being able to save her. We didn't like Professor Bellwether, but we didn't want her to die. Statements that describe how they both interacted with her. But that was the one. That terrible smell. A device? Okay, a lot of people talking on the other end. Right. Okay. Maybe I need to push this. Came from the kitchen. We're taking a break after lunch. The cafeteria is on the west side of the academy. By the time her bleeding stopped. I feel like, what do you mean by her bleeding stopped? Oh no. Anyways, I feel like this is gonna be crucial to prove that she's only one person. Full of blood. 30 minutes, she was in a path. Wait, 30 minutes before the Innes twins found the body, Bellwether walked past Jen in the West Wing hallway. Once activated, creates magical barriers that isolate and protect each room in the building. These barriers can be breached. Oh, is it that one? Hold on. Okay. What is it? Nope, that's wrong. Okay, she already lost too much blood. Oh gosh. It's hard to figure out which parts. She saw someone use man wounds on the Bellwether. You should focus on the statements that describe how they both interacted with her. There we are. Haha. There we are, and then this would be the autopsy. You weren't present in the gallery earlier. Haha. How did Valerie apply first aid when there shouldn't have been any wounds on the body? I saw that wound on her. Are you accusing the witness of committing perjury? It's always perjury. When someone lies, they stay as close to the truth as possible while changing minute details. In her thoughts, Valentina said that she was sure that she saw a wound on her Bellwether. Valerie. Wait, is my theory of them not being twins wrong? So if Valerie was truly the one who helped her, she's a healer and a mage. I should stop clicking it so quickly. I completely missed that thought. How so? Already verified that neither of sisters are mages. How can you verify that? Okay. Neither of them. Oh. She's still afraid. He found us out? You were on the right track. Valerie has to be the mage you're looking for. Ah, I get it. So one of them is not a mage, one of them is a mage, so then they swapped so that they don't attune to the compendium. But you can't exactly see that you're planning to read her mind. I've arrived an attorney to complete my cross-examination. However, I admit that some elements of the witness's testimony are quite peculiar. One more cross-examination. Of course. Damn it, how long does he plan to keep me up here? Okay, what she's gonna be testifying against. I was definitely surprised when I saw her like that. Now that you mention it, I don't know if I saw any wounds on her, but I definitely saw blood. You're too kind-hearted for your own good. Knew it. They have pretty hard proof that Valerie isn't a mage. I feel like I can poke a hole already. Hang on. Must have happened when Commander White was interrogating them. Yep. Running and spinning. How did the twins trick the Inquisition? Places with Valerie. Yeah. Am I correct? Haha. I should stop really clicking so quickly. Okay. You may not be aware, but Valentina and Valerie are identical twins. What? It's clearly nothing but baseless conjecture. You'd be surprised. The detective always does something wrong. Oh, sorry, Commander White. Haha, she's scared now. I have my doubts about them being twins. I do have my doubts about that. Or are they truly twins? We haven't seen them on the same in the same place at the same time yet. Alright, it's the moment of truth. Fingers crossed. Uh-oh. The defense was correct. Valentina isn't a mage, but Valerie is. Ha ha. You're an unregistered mage. Do you think we didn't notice your name? You're not like us, you don't have to hide. Whatever, this whole situation has gotten out of hand. I won't let someone go to prison because of me, even if he is a necromancer. Alright. Oh no, what's she gonna say? Okay, we're walking in the hallway from the kitchen to the foyer. Then I suddenly spotted the professor lying in a pool of blood in a nearby classroom. Valentina used a communication device to call for help while I tried to save her. I saw that she was bleeding, so I cast mend wounds on her to close the wounds, but it was too late. I closed a hole in her stomach, but she was already dead. Not my client. What's more, it's clear that there was physical wound on the body. Uh-oh. But he has no choice. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. It was never gonna be this easy. Okay. Call for help while I tried to save her. I saw that she was bleeding, so I cast many wounds on her to close her wounds. It was too late. 304. There was a victim who saw the... Oh, there was a witness who saw the victim before the body was found. Jan Hughes. Spotted Bellwether walking in the hallways before the body was found. Yeah? 20 to 30 minutes? Oh, there's a time lag here. Oh, there's a hole in this time window. Huh. Oh, it died more than an hour before the body was found. So how did Jen see her half an hour after her death? How could one make a dead body move? Oh no. The defendant murdered the victim used necromancy and he the crawl. Ow. Stops the flow of blood so she wouldn't have tracked blood anywhere. Oh no. Another party could have easily used illusion magic to disguise themselves as the victim. Oh no. The Inquisition happened to nowhere. Investigation. You can't convict my client without more evidence. Oh man. Well, back to investigating then. Court proceedings will resume tomorrow morning. Yeah. A body is seen moving around an hour after death. So what was it? Illusion magic? Illusory disguise. Oh, sorry. Her theory... Yeah, it's a little creepy. But I feel like she's onto something. That Wallace was the only high-level necromancer nearby. We have to assume that he's the only person capable of using that type of magic. I feel like someone just easily, like, impersonated her using the illusion magic. Yep, someone used an illusion, but aren't there spells that can create freestanding illusions, not just disguises? We need to talk to someone who knows about that type of magic. What do you mean? What if she's the one who created the illusion? No. I saw it this morning too. For years I've been working as a mercenary. When you do that kind of work, you build up an instinct to sense danger. Uh-oh. I think she's more dangerous than you think. So it's been reliable. Yep. Along with another witness. We don't know who the other witness is. At this point, we won't lose anything by trying. Yep. Seriously, there's a cemetery? They really drawn this out. You felt drawn to this place. You see Iris standing in front of a gravestone. I tell you, this person is creepy. Okay. Alright, questions. Physical battles in the theater, but I see now that battles with wits can just be entertaining. You see the odds are stacked against him. Oh, I'm sure it's far more entertaining to be the one making the deductions. I'm not really sure what you mean. I practice law so that I can help those persecuted by the justice system. I don't really do it to entertain myself. But is that really true? What did I just see? That was a flash. What did I just see? Far too modest to save people from the clutches of death. To your clients, you might as well be a knight in shining armor. Earlier you said that you were studying illusion magic. Dude, I mean, I haven't spoiled anything at all, but is she like the final, like the final evil that you kind of have to go against? I don't know, it seems like there's more to this person than just this case. It's easy to guess after seeing you in the courthouse. Anyways, disguising an undead with an illusion is definitely possible. Okay, what if someone created a freestanding illusion? Wallace didn't animate and disguise the professor's corpse, so what if the illusion wasn't disguising anything? Major illusion. Okay. Onto this spell. Creates a three-dimensional illusion. The illusion can take any form of any object or creature that can be contained in a 10-feet cube. Why is it always a cube? While concentrating, the caster can animate and move the image to a different location within range. The illusion is purely visual and can't be physically touched. And that's where the contradiction comes in, because he said that she shoved him out of the way and she knocked over a vase and shattered it. So it's not the freestanding illusion. Do you remember what Jen said? See? Is what I said. If the bellwether that Jen saw was major illusion, then she couldn't have knocked over that vase. Aren't there any other illusion spells that do have mass? Oh, but there isn't a single illusion spell that someone can touch. So that means that someone disguised something to make it look like bellwether. Oh, it's the construct. Oh, I thought the construct would be used differently. Why the look of suspicion? I don't blame you for considering every possibility. In fact, I'm glad that you think I'm capable of pulling off salvage levers. I tell you, people with purple things are not to be trusted. It's like a symbol of evil in most games or color theory or whatever. You just don't trust it. It was a freestanding illusion. It was someone or something disguised as bellwether. Why did they have to put this? Okay, 30 minutes before the... Is that the eye, isn't it? I don't know if it. Aiden's twins found the body. Bellwether walked past Jen in the West Wing hallway. He was in her path, so she shoved him out of the way. After that, she knocked over a vase and shattered it. Even though Jen didn't say anything to her, she yelled at him to be quiet. After this interaction, she walked to the lecturer. Aha. The bellwether witnessed by Jen Hughes must have been disguised with an illusion. In addition to that, whoever he saw that day was physically there. I know what it is. It's this thing. It has the voice of her. Okay, anyway. The name of the stone says Emily Grant. On Wallace's behalf. As part of a program run by Headmaster Redmond, at the time the Headmaster was reaching out to mages among the common folk. What's the Headmaster's name? Hold on. He has started a program to admit these mages to the academy without having to pay tuition. Both Emily and Wallace were among these mages. Neither of them actually cared about learning magic. The real problem was that Emily had a terminal illness. Okay. The academy would be obligated to give her medical treatment. Okay, they thought that curing her illness would be an easy task for the academy's healers, but they were mistaken. Healing spells can only treat wounds, they can't cure illnesses. Wallace was furious. He didn't understand why the kingdom was outlawing magic that could save lives. The headmaster was inspired by Wallace's resolve, gave him access to the academy's forbidden tombs of necromancy. That's why. I was supposed to say a secret between him and the headmaster. This girl's not easy. I think I just saw what I saw. No, I know what I saw. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can talk to her about, right? Whoopsies. Skip, 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 skip. This was a very long conversation. Okay, we're not going back there. Okay. I guess there's nothing much here that... detect.
Repario Arcanum.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything out here. Okay, let's go to the library. After what happened at the trial yesterday, I decided it would be best to start my investigation here. Yep. The Oath of a Commander lost her spell compendium. We need her to produce another one for our records. If you see her, please let her know that we'd like to speak to her. Any leads? We have a rough idea of the route Bellwether took. None of the rooms we've checked have any sign of a struggle. Valerie noticed that the bleeding came from a wound in her stomach. So we don't know what weapon. Would you be willing to tell us who that person is? Why? What changed? Didn't we have a deal? Hiding information doesn't exactly seem fair. Her family's dangerous? That's her thoughts? Is there something about this witness's family that you're worried about? It's that noble! It's that noble! Alright, maybe we should try looking somewhere else. Like mystery novels? Never really been a fan of the mystery genre. It is quite ironic. Fair enough. That's sad. Holy text from the Church of Bahamut. Dragons. It's the most prominent religion here. Skilled Lord Rathalion is said to be the source of all arcane magic. Globe of the world. Okay, I guess this... Oh, what's that? Due to constant misuse of the arcane construct's voice systems, voice lines can now only be set by Headmaster Redman. Is that why I can't do that? Yep. But why is Headmaster Redman the only person allowed to set the voice lines? Right.
Arcanum.
Well, can't hurt to try. To just detect the magic everywhere. Okay. Oh, this is new. When you overhear conversation from nearby room. How long must I wait before I can retrieve my things? In any case, there are other matters I must attend to. Please inform me when I can reclaim my things. I have my doubts that... Ooh, okay, I'm gonna make a prediction that... the headmaster is the murderer? No, but we said that it was the noble. No, but she's the witness. I'm guessing the headmaster was the... Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction. The headmaster is... or will be the murderer here. Doesn't look like he's conducting any sort of investigation. Talk. Some items stored in one of the faculty lockers. Yep, except for her and you two apparently. She wouldn't even let the other knights in here. Or she give you access to the crime scene if she wasn't even letting the knights in. With the exception of you and Celeste McCoy, Prosecutor Steelwind isn't allowing anyone inside key areas of the academy. She isn't even allowing the Knights of the Inquisition within these areas. She appears to be conducting the investigation single-handedly. I can't tell what's going through her head. It's probably because of that witness. I started way before that. Investigate a lot of the non-magical homicides. She's convinced that these cases have magic involved, but we scanned each and every one of those crime scenes, nothing turned up. Why do you say that? I haven't even seen anything like them. They're probably some of the most screwed up cases I've ever handled. A disgruntled spouse. She found out that her man was going around with a barkeep. She stalks the poor woman. Okay, the barkeep told the city watch all about what was happening. They could never catch the perp. Then one day the barkeep arrived home. Oh. The spouse waits for the husband to get home. Damn. Alright, that's pretty gruesome. She thinks someone's developed a new type of magic that can control people's minds. And these homicides were some kind of a sick test run. Mage Blight. When a mage overuses their magic, can have pretty bad consequences on their mind. They temporarily lose grip of reality and begin seeing things that aren't there. Oof. Not all of the perps were mages, and the ones that were didn't even use their magic. One thing was that each of the perps almost seemed to wake up after we arrested them. Sometimes people can't face the things they've done. It is true. You wonder if you can mislead the commander to revealing who the secret witness is. Nice try. Worth a shot. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. I don't think anyone other than Steven knows who this witness is. He doesn't even know. It is strange. Perhaps you could try analyzing her behavior. If you do that, you might be able to find a way to convince her to help you. She's hiding elements of the case even from the commander. Anyone can tell that she doesn't have much faith in him. Sorry, Commander. But this is the first time I've seen her hide key details of a case from him. What is motivating Steven to keep secrets? Paranoia. There's only one reason why she wouldn't utilize the Inquisition like she usually does, because she doesn't trust them. But there's one exception. Who has Tyrion trusted for this case? Us. Does she trust us that much? I don't think personal trust is the reason. Why does Tyrion trust us this time? Tyrion isn't a member of the nobility. Oh. There's a key difference between us and the Inquisition. We're not answer to anyone and we're not subject to corruption. Isn't controlled by the Inquisition. The nobility. Yep. You indicted a noble during the last case. Right, the Inquisition usually bends to the nobility's whims. What can you infer about the secret witness? The witness... Well, it's already stated here. The witness is a noble. Actually, hiding witness identity from us. You recall seeing a thought through the eye. Her family is dangerous. She's worried about our safety. Well... I'm sure the Pierce family still has it out for us. Uh-oh. The prosecutor is wary of them. They could even be as powerful as the Stewins. Don't tell me. You think we're dealing with one of the 4 pillars? Oh, if I recall correctly, the 4 pillars are House Frigga, House Von Sanctus, House Sybil, and House Stewin. What is it? We were at the crime scene and she left to follow a lead. She came back to the lecture hall and booted everyone out. You know, Steven Order says I can't snoop around here, but you two on the other hand, just leave it to us. I have some school records that say which locker belongs to which student. You can use it to tell which locker you're looking at. Examine. There appears to be an inactive arcane construct in the academy locker room. Frigga? Wallace's names. Huh. What's going on here? You and Celeste check the locker more thoroughly. There's blood. Okay. Bottles of some kind of transparent lotion. Sanitizing liquid. Textbooks. Tarot cards. Wallace. You find a bottle of fragrant liquid and something that looks like a makeup kit. Didn't expect Wallace to use stuff like this. I guess Frigga is the one. Steven found something in one of the lockers. Frigga. Miriam. Whoa, where is it? Oh, there we go. Wallace's notebooks and even some blood, but that blood is certainly strange. Implies that something bloody was stored there. Steven who took it, she found the murder weapon. Had a lot of Wallace's possession. It's possible that she really did steal things from him. The locker isn't hers. Remember what Wallace told us before. You steal the ID number of my locker and then they switch it with the number of another locker. So someone switched the nameplates. Oh. That's not good. This locker actually belongs to Wallace. I proved that Bellwether was wounded before Valerie healed her. think we just have to ask. Alright. Library. We found kind of a few things. Yep, you have underestimated us. It's not a bluff. Alright, let's go. Argument. And for whatever reason, it's due to the involvement of Miriam Frigga. If you could convince her to review why she's being so secretive, she might give you more information. Start. Please just tell me, why are you being so paranoid? Nothing about my behavior has changed. Present... This. You ordered the knights to stay away from the crime scene, and you've even taken it upon yourself to conduct the investigation yourself. This is not normal behavior for a prosecutor. The knights are incompetent, but even you can see the value of delegation. The academy is huge. Why don't you enlighten me? Why would I act in such a way? This. You know that the Inquisition is corrupt and will bend to the nobility. With that noble's influence, they probably ordered the Inquisition to conceal the involvement. A high-profile noble is involved in the case. Not every noble is a malevolent criminal like Garrick Pierce. My investigation doesn't involve the Friggas. This. The commander told us that you were following a lead in the locker room. And we found stains of blood in the locker with Miriam Frigga's ID number, and it was presumably left by a bloody object. Almost there. We heard that you became extremely paranoid after you found something in the locker room. What? The only thing you have is evidence of a blood stain. This is a myriad of explanations for that. Everything else you mentioned is pure speculation. Ooh. You're hiding evidence. If you don't present what you found to the court, I have no choice but to pull the owner of that locker onto the stand. Threaten. It's always the right way to go. You found an object in the locker with Miriam Frigga's nameplate. If you don't present what you found, I have no choice but to pull the owner of that locker onto the stand. By the way, because the way I see it, there's a lot of room for doubt there. Argument 1. Gosh, I was right to start early. This episode is taking longer than I thought. Okay. Talk. I admit that Miriam Frigga was the other witness that saw Bellwether that day. Oh no. Evidence of academic dishonesty. A tightly packed folder containing several documents. The documents contain evidence detailing multiple instances of plagiarism, fraud, bribery of school officials, and various other offenses committed by Miriam Frigga. Aha! This is why she's covering herself up. Right, conjuration magic. Do you think that the professor was trying to threaten her? Instead I looked through her belongings and I mistakenly looked through the locker with her ID. A rapier covered in blood. It was found in Wallace Nightgrave's locker. Apparently it's a valuable family heirloom to House Frigga. It was reported stolen by Miriam Frigga weeks before the murder. I knew it. It's the murder weapon. And then it was found in Wallace's locker. To be honest, I like to avoid involving House Frigga by any means necessary. To acquit a defendant, you need to unequivocally prove that they didn't commit the crime. Shouldn't it be shouldn't it be innocent until proven guilty, not the other way around? Or we need to prove that someone else committed the crime. They'll plant and forge evidence to implicate your defendant, and they'll use the Inquisition to do so. That's why you'll be keeping them away from the investigation. I don't have the support of my house. Right now, I'm just a prosecutor, nothing more. No, that's not gonna happen. Her sword is the murder weapon and Bellwether was trying to blackmail her. I seem to recall another case where an innocent person's sword was used to frame them. That is true. Wait, what was my prediction earlier? That oh, what's the person called again? The principal? The headmaster. The headmaster. I'm pretty sure the headmaster's the murderer. That's my prediction. Has it changed? I don't remember. I think I've always said that it was the headmaster. Should bring the entire wrath of House Frigga down on you. Alright. 107. Be careful. Alright. Oh, that's a very dark room. She doesn't look like a pleasant person. These insects? Excuse me? Before you can protest, it raises its fist to hit you. You only have enough time to raise your arms and brace yourself for the impact. You close your eyes and wait for the blow. Confused, you open your eyes and see Celeste standing in between you and the construct. Her sword is drawn and she's using it to block the construct's fist. Stand down. I wasn't aware that this was your servant. If she has a personal attendant, she must be important. Excuse me, she's my bodyguard. Huh? Right. I take it you're Miriam Frigga. Yes, I'm honored that you recognize me. Okay. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Celeste Wind? That's not gonna cut it. She must be from a branch family. Maybe I can use her. Well, she's not as smart as her grades make her out to be. Seeing as you're the top student in the field of conjuration. Oh, this is funny. Alright. Oh, here we go. We heard about what happened to Professor Bellwether. I can't believe it. It's quite tragic. She appears to be more receptive to Celeste. Might be better to let her take the lead. Yeah, let Celeste take the lead. If you don't mind me asking why you're so interested, she's not like Arya, is she? Being a noble and all. Tone it down. Huh. I suppose I have some time to sate your curiosity. She could be useful if I can win her favor. Construct, please prepare us some tea. Use that lotus tea reported from the Eastern Kingdoms. Uh-oh. Where did this happen? Headmaster's office? She was heading towards the library. Do you have a rough idea at least? Morning? That was quite far off from the afternoon, from the 2 p.m. when she was killed. It's a short encounter. I merely greeted her and she responded in kind, or at least that's what should have happened. What does that mean? I heard she was pretty mean towards the other students. She used to be. Oh, there comes the twist. She was gonna replace the headmaster. We're making plans to have her replace that loud Redman. Uh-huh. Oh. We had to keep everything on the wraps or else the help would have left prematurely. But Jen supposedly overheard Bellwether talking about the constructs. Oh, they're casting another person under the suspicious light. Alright, so Housebreaker was planning to fire Headmaster Theodore Redmond and replace him with Catherine Bellwether. They were also planning to fire all the Academy staff and replace them with Arcane constructs. This was supposed to be kept a secret, but according to Jen, Bellwether revealed this plan to the Headmaster during a meeting a few weeks ago. Aha, so the plot thickens. We heard that Arya took your rapier as evidence for the case. My father will have my head. Oh, so she doesn't know that it's the murder weapon. Someone did steal it. A few weeks ago. Someone removed the rapier from its display case in my room. Master of Conjuration Magic. Someone attempted that my enchantments would have shunted them out. It means the thief came through one of the doors or windows. No way. Knows how to pick a lock. You're getting her mad. I heard that you're one of the Academy's top students. Your grades must be amazing. Feels good to have my greatness recognized. Oh wait, so she's actually smart. Conjuration. Most members of my house. Spatial manipulation and teleportation. The Crown Prince. She's not lying. If she's smart enough to get the Crown Prince's attention, why would she be cheating? My wayward relative. I'm sure it must pain you to see the way that she's been acting lately. Hang in there, Celeste. Did you know that she even interrogated me about the murder yesterday? Why, if I try something like that, my father would disown me. Does the nobility not approve of Steelwind becoming a prosecutor? She probably thinks she can do anything just because of her betrothed? Who's asked her? Currently blowing your cover for some gossip. Oh, you have an arcane construct in your room. House Von Sanctus. You should. A construct will be far more useful than this attendant of yours. Oh, Celeste, hang in there. Unfortunately, there's still some issues with the intelligence. Might be easy to show you. Retrieve my textbooks and bring them here. Then cast Steelwind Strike at this location. After that, retrieve some plates and set them out at this table. Okay. The construct obviously can't cast Steelwind Strike, so my second command was impossible to carry out. But do you notice something else? It ignored your third command. Constructs execute a series of commands in the order that they're given. Let's say one of those tasks is impossible to complete. When the construct gets to that task, it will deem the entire series impossible to complete. As a result, it will stop executing the series altogether. Interesting. So, Arcane constructs process tasks in the order that they're given. If a construct is ordered to complete task A, B, and C, it will process each of those tasks individually. If task B is impossible, the construct won't realize this until it reaches task B. When it reaches task B, it will deem the entire series of commands as impossible and stop what it's doing without even attempting to complete task C. Oh, this is getting a little bit more detailed. Alright. Let's go, Servant. Hope to see you around. Oh, we got some information out of her. We're getting a lot out of her. The more time we spend with her, the more likely she is to see through our ruse. Stewing. Arya is like the only noble I know. Yeah. And there's also what she said about her rapier. She was probably trying to establish an alibi. I'm not so sure. If she was lying about the rapier being stolen, that would imply that she planned all of this in advance. But if she had to choose a murder weapon, why would she choose something that literally has a name on it? That rapier would be the last weapon she would choose. There's also the evidence of academic dishonesty. You mean all the stuff about working with the Crown Prince? Under normal circumstances, I can usually tell when someone's lying. And a lie as grandiose as that will be something I'll definitely see through. But when they do that, you usually can't see any thoughts from them. You also saw that she was lying about her encounter with Bellwether. You would have seen dissonant thoughts if she was lying about her grades. Oh, we're still gonna pull her on the stand, I guess. It's a big maybe. If you don't play your cards right, you might spook the Freegas enough for them to pay off the judge. Yep. We'll save. That's part 5. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, grab a drink, and I'll be right back. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, and we are back. So I got my drink and some candy to last me till the end of this. And I'm gonna get myself some more food to eat. I haven't had dinner actually. So let's go. This is probably the last part of this episode. What food? I don't know. Probably instant noodles. There's nothing else in the house. Okay, let's continue with the episode. This should be the second part of the trial. Alright, let's review. The trace of necromancy might have not been left by the defendant. Left by a witness who used necromancy to attempt to heal the victim. However, the victim was already well after their time of death. This can only be explained by the defendant using necromancy to animate the victim's body. The library? What did we miss? Began when the victim had a meeting with the headmaster near the center of the building. Okay. A student at the academy. Her. Okay. She was heading towards the library. So our first witness saw Bellwether leave the headmaster's office. After meeting with the headmaster... Oh. Alright, and the encounter should be at around 1 o'clock. The other event is the discovery of the body, which was when Valentina Yanis contacted security. Right, so when she tried to save her. Okay, occurred at 3:04. This is very contradictory. 30 minutes before the twins found the body. No later than 2:30. Near the library between 1 PM and 2:30 PM. This means that Mr. Hughes saw the victim's animated body. Like, that's not creepy enough as, like, a thought. Okay, so 12 to 1. Theodore Redmond has a meeting with Bellwether. 1 o'clock. Miriam saw Bellwether walking in the hallways. 1 to 2. Bellwether spent time in the library. 2 to 2:30. The murder. 2:30. Witness Bellwether walking towards Lecture Hall 2B. And then 3 o'clock is when her body is discovered. However, predicated on the testimonies of all witnesses involved. Uh-oh. Miriam is hiding something. Straight out the gate. Straight out the gate, we're dragging her onto the stand. I thought it's gonna be like a, ooh, it's the last resort. But I guess we're going straight out the gate. Which is a little surprising. Uh-oh. Exercise discretion. I did not mean that you should impersonate a member of my family. Yeah, sorry about that. They're legally mine. Very well. Alright. I don't like her. I'll preface that. I was working on a research project in my dorm room when I decided to take a break. I left my room and went on a walk. That's when I saw Professor Bellwether exiting the headmaster's office. She was walking in my direction, so I greeted her and she responded in kind. After that, she headed towards the library. A short time after that, I went back to my room and continued my work. So it was a brief encounter. I'm gonna push every single statement, Talia. However brief it was, the witness's testimony verifies two things. One, that Miss Frigga saw the professor exiting the headmaster's office. The other is that she witnessed the victim head towards the library. That does seem consistent. Did Bellwether really enter the library that day? Right, we didn't see her in the library. Go on, push. Or press. Same word, different meaning. Independent study to develop a new conjuration spell formula. Okay. She's upset and scared. I wasn't aware he was involved in such a study. If you don't keep an eye on him, House Frigga might just steal him from you. Wait, she's engaged to the Crown Prince? This is getting interesting. Hold on, she's engaged to the Crown Prince? That's what she was saying? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, never mind. Let's put that aside for now. I left my room and went on a walk, and that's when I saw... Hi, thanks for the follow. I left my room and went on a walk. Hi, Mustering. Nice. Nice to have you on the stream today. I left my room and went on a walk, and that's when I saw her exit the headmaster's office. I was surprised she was still meeting with the headmaster. She must be talking about how they were plotting to replace him. Ooh. Anything seem off? It was a very short encounter. It's not as if we stopped to have a conversation. Uh-oh. We're gonna find out more about the interaction. Bid her good morning, and she said good morning in response. Press. Did you see her enter the library? There's not much else in that direction. Is it true? Hold on, let's look at the map. She was headed to the... Huh? Okay, you know what? Let's press that last statement first. How long did you leave your dorm room? Only for a few minutes. I try not to let my breaks go for too long. And you didn't see the professor again after your first encounter? No. How Bellwether reacted. Can we press it again? And you're certain that nothing seemed off about her. Why did she say that? Yes, like I said, it was a very short encounter. It only happened over a few seconds. What matters is that she witnessed where the victim was coming from and where she went afterward. Could this be? We'll try this. There. Oh, it's not. It's not right. It's not right. Well, okay, so it's something about bidding her good morning. What's this? He's an illusion person as well. The headmaster, so like... Let's see. No, it's not this. She was walking towards me, so I bid good morning, and she responded in kind. It's this one, right? So I have to put something that... I have to present something that is contradicting this. I thought it was, like, her reputation. Oh, okay. Let's Let's see. Why did she say that? Let's see what she says again. Responsibility is straightforward. Focus on her statements about how Bellwether acted. But I don't really know what. Exiting the headmasters. She must be talking about how they were plotting to replace him. Oh. I feel that it's that, but I don't have anything. Bellwether was walking. Bellwether witnessed by Jen Hughes must have been. No, not this. Exiting the headmaster's office? Oh. She was walking towards me, so I bid her good morning and she responded in kind. I thought it was this, like her reputation that she doesn't like anybody. This is kind of stumping me a little bit. No. Well, at least there's no what do you call that? There isn't any it's at the tip of my tongue, but you don't get penalized. You don't get penalized, that's the word. You don't get penalized for presenting wrong evidence, so that's something good. Kind of, but yeah, I don't really know at this point. Hold on. Covers. There's nothing here. Is it this? No. I thought I could point it differently where it's definitely this. No, I mean like it's definitely this, but I don't know what it is. I wish we don't get penalized. Yeah, I mean there's no penalized bar here. So but the thing, well, I feel like in Ace Attorney it's set it out so that it gives you some sort of a system so that you don't just take it for granted, you know? Like what I'm doing right now. Taking it for granted a little bit. Gosh, I don't know what it is. A few weeks ago. Is this? The Bellwether's plan. Maybe I can choose this. We'll try the Bellwether's plan. Nope. Yeah, I'm just kinda... No, that's not it. I swear it's this, but I don't know which evidence. Hold on, she was going to, so I bid her good morning and she responded in kind. Good morning? It's the afternoon. That's correct, it's the afternoon. I finally got it. Okay. 1 PM. If you had said good morning to the professor, you had been mistaken. That's why she was suspicious of that response. What the professor said, see exactly. Their condo is extremely short. No, it isn't. Oh, yeah, with her. Definitely a stretch, but you can't shake the feeling that she's hiding something. There has to be something. Such a small detail, why does he even care? What aren't you telling us? All witnesses in this case has committed perjury. All she did was yell at me. Is it possible that Bellwether's response was less than friendly? Come on, out with the truth. What did she yell? I'm gonna guess she yelled like be quiet or something. Because then that would prove that that statement was correct. No, I mean that statement has something to do with this. What did she say? What did she say? She said be quiet. Knew it. I know now. They believe me, right? I did see her come out of the headmaster's office and walk towards the library. She wasn't lying about that. The witness committed perjury. That's not a small detail. A witness saw the victim leave the headmaster's office and head towards the library. She's probably dead by then. This way, there's gonna be the chance to get cross-examine her. Come on, let me present something. She almost looks disappointed. Come on, let me present something. The judge breathes a sigh of relief as the young noble is escorted out of the room. What else do you have? If it wasn't Miriam, I must question every witness. Aha! Jan Hughes. If your cross-examination of Hughes leads nowhere, then I hope you're ready to concede. Yep. That's where it links. It's Jan Hughes. It's his testimony that will link everything together. Name and occupation. Cleaning staff. He's 36. He's twice her age, and she's a prosecutor. That's just something. So the professor, when I was cleaning the West Wing hallways, it was about 20 to 30 minutes before the body was discovered. She walked by me, but she looked pretty out of it. I heard she was undead when this happened. Pretty creepy if you ask me, yeah. After that, she went into the empty classroom. I gotta press on it. You guys are the lawyers. Alright, we're gonna press. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with that be quiet. Let's see. How are you so sure that it was 30 minutes before? Oh. I'm supposed to finish cleaning the halls by 3 o'clock. What was the professor like? Did anything else look off about her? I mean... Anyways, what was her demeanor like? She looked like she was in a bad mood. Either that or she was tired. I guess she was just dead inside, literally. That was a bad joke to make on someone who's dead. Anyway, I believe you've forgotten a few details of what the professor did. Which detail? Did she make any sounds? There we are. And it's your testimony. I believe you forgot a few details. Wait. Did she touch anything? Oh yeah, the vase. But I need to make... Like, I need to pick which one, though. They're not gonna add both of them. Like, it's either what she said or what she bumped into. What she touched. I think it was weird when she went in there with that funky smell. I can't think of why anyone would go there willingly. Right. Okay, so I need to decide whether it's that she knocked over that, or hold on. It's about what she said and or what she did. Oh, now this is gonna get me another thing again. Okay. Cause of death is not apparent, but very likely caused by necromancy magic. Ugh. But that doesn't contradict with anything he said. What's that last thing? Did she do anything to you? I didn't notice her at first and I actually got in her way. She shoved me to the side and kept walking forward. But that's exactly what he said in his testimony. Right? He was in her path, so she shoved him out of the way. After that, she knocked over a vase and shattered it. Even though Jen didn't say anything to her, she added him to be quiet. The bellwether witnessed by Jen Hughes must have been disguised as an illusion. She yelled at me? Okay, I'll just try with that. Objection! Nope, that's not right. I mean, it doesn't exactly contradict what he's saying. Heard she was undead, which is pretty creepy because she yelled at me. But whatever he said is stated here in his statement, so it doesn't contradict it. It's the lockdown system. Prosecution. That's the deduction. Wait. Then she walked to the empty classroom. I mean, I've already pulled out that. She walked by me. She yelled. Objection! Nope. I thought I could just... I mean, it's definitely the construct, but I'm not doing it in the right way. Why is there no tick on the sound here? She touch anything? Do anything to you? Touch anything. I mean, so I can either contradict what she said, what she did, or... What was that? What she said, what she did. What was the last one? So what she said, what she did, and what she touched. Could I maybe just present this person? Objection! No. Like if I could connect it to... if I could connect it to what she said. Oh, this is stumping me once again. Okay. I mean, I kind of know what happened, but I don't know how to contradict this. She walked into the lecture hall to be 30 minutes. She walked by me, but she looked pretty out of it. 20 to 30 minutes. 3:04. 20 to 30 minutes. I don't think that's correct. I mean, no, like, that's correct, but, I mean, like, this is not the correct statement that I should be contradicting. She looked pretty out of it. I heard she was undead, which is pretty creepy because she yelled at me. Hold on. Touch anything. Undead. Is it one of the spells? Oh, hang on, I need to go back. One of the spells? Oh. Animate corpse. It cannot speak. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So she can't speak. There we are. Got it, it's the spells. Okay, so... it's the spells... this. Ah, finally got it. We finally made the link. I didn't even say anything, but I know better than to talk back to her. That's the thing! The professor was murdered in the library and was reanimated using animate corpse. With a quick illusion spell, no one would notice that she was undead. However, if what you saw was truly the undead bellwether, she could not speak. They don't have the intelligence to speak. Perhaps the witness was mistaken. Haha. What if what he saw wasn't an undead, what was it? Had to be an undead. Nope. Otherwise he wouldn't have been able to shove Jen out of the way or knock over the vase. Does this mean it was a person? No. Bellwether wouldn't have been able to turn herself invisible if she was dead. Something that could have transported Bellwether's body. No. Present. The construct. No, he put her body in the construct. Do you have an answer for us? What did witness actually see? Being recreated using magic. Whoever the murderer is, they had a perfect piece of artificery available to them. It was the Arcane construct. Ooh, I just got chills. Think of it as a magically animated suit of armor. But we ruled out such a possibility. Construct or not, no one could disguise themselves and carry the body to the classroom. Haha, those suits of armors are extremely large, but more importantly, they're hollow. The Arcane construct wouldn't just transport the body, with an illusory disguise it will also confuse and mislead anyone who saw it. Dun dun dun! Aw, come on, why'd you gotta object? What does this prove? Proves that the body wasn't animated using necromancy. My client isn't the murderer. The defendant is still capable of performing all the acts you just described. His compendium contains illusory disguise after all. Why? There's so many people who could use illusions. Exactly. One might come to that conclusion if they didn't have one crucial piece of evidence. Oh no. The murder weapon. Wait, we already have this in evidence, didn't we? During the investigation, it was finally found in the defendant's locker. Right, I completely forgot about that fact. He was clearly trying to use one of her possessions in a paltry attempt to frame her. He even stole her locker's nameplate and placed it over his. No, now she's gonna frame him for it. Yeah. It sounds plausible. Anyone could have told that construct to do all those things. Wait, anyone? Is that really true? The construct transported the professor's body and someone used an illusion to make it look like her. They even used a pre-recorded voice to make the illusion more convincing. This. Yes, now we're gonna finally pull out the real murderer. My suspicion was right. It's the headmaster. Okay, now we just gotta prove it. Then we've always been nothing but courteous. Right, we saw that thing there. Oh? Mm-hmm. Okay, for a moment I thought it was her. She has a bigger role to play. Not in this case, but she has a bigger role to play. I'm sure of it. Only Hitmaster can change those settings. Look at her face. It's a face of evil. I don't want to deal with her. Well, that's simply not true. But not everyone can change what the constructs are able to say. Only one individual has the credentials for that. The Headmaster of the Imperial Academy, Theodore Redmond. Dun dun dun. I don't want to believe it, but he's the only person who could have done it. He would have, because he was getting replaced. There was one common element between each of the witness encounters with Bellwether. Miriam Frigga was particularly surprised. She has a good relationship with the professor, but when greeted by the professor, Bellwether just shouted at her. Almost as if the professor was responding indiscriminately. When we call encounter with Jen Hughes, the professor knocked over the vase and shouted at him to be quiet immediately after, even though he hadn't said anything. She was responding to the sound of the vase. Where did Bellwether come from before she encountered Miss Frigga and Mr. Hughes? With the Headmaster. Knew it. It's him. Oh, I don't want to see that girl's face though. I hope I don't see it. You know how, not gonna lie, the first couple of Ace Attorney games, when the culprit is finally revealed, they put on like some of those scary faces. When I was younger, when I played those games, not gonna lie, it caused a few nightmares. I was scared. And not gonna lie, still does happen. So I don't do well with those. I know it's animated, but my brain just doesn't get it. Like, logic just doesn't play into this. Alright, so, you know, I might scream when I see that face. Or skip it. I might click just really quickly. But anyway, I guess we're heading to that. It's cold in the room, so I'm getting chills. Here he comes. He's gonna show one of those. He's one of those. I look like a nice guy, but not really. He's been here the entire time. Yes. There's no need to apologize. In fact, I should commend you on the lengths that you're going to defend dear Wallace. We're gonna poke holes in his testimony. That they had a meeting scheduled with the professor at noon. She showed up at the expected time. We discussed various administrative matters. Our meeting went on for an hour, after which she left to prepare for her next class. Despite many disagreements, we still knew how to be civil with one another. After all, I had no reason to bear a personal grudge against her. And I know just what to do. No way he has no personal grudge. I know exactly what's gonna happen. Bellwether's plan. I know exactly. We both did? Nope. You have a very good reason to murder the professor. She's gonna replace him. So you knew about that. According to Miriam Frigga, Catherine Bellwether was currying favor with the noble families. In fact, there was a plan to oust Mr. Redmond and appoint Bellwether as the new headmaster of the academy. Nope. I'd like to remind the court of the witness's reaction just now. He said, so you knew about that. He wasn't surprised by this information. He was surprised that I knew this information. I may be a frail old man, but I'm perfectly capable of defending myself. Explain yourself. Another testimony? Can't he just say... Like, just speak the truth, old man? It is true that I knew about the Freega's plot beforehand, but I had only just learned about it. On the day of the murder, the professor told me about her plan. She was going to replace me as headmaster and replace the staff with her arcane constructs. Now, you might say this would have given me the perfect motive to murder the professor. However, the supposed murder weapon was stolen from Miss Frigga. This happened weeks before the murder and my discovery of the professor's treachery. I had no knowledge of their plan before she told me, and therefore I wouldn't have known to steal Miss Frigga's weapon in an attempt to frame her. He stole the rapier. But he couldn't have planned this whole thing unless he knew about Bellwether's plan. Best way to tell a convincing lie is to leave a lot of truth and only change one detail. The question is, how do you prove that? Is it how Jen heard it? Okay, I'll press it first. Doesn't it seem too convenient? But until your colleague betrayed you and attempted to steal your job. To think that the professor and the board will go around my back like that. At least not for a while. The faculty staff is now aware of the Freega's plot. With her plot delayed, they won't need to worry about abruptly losing their jobs. Ugh. Gosh. As the headmaster, you probably have the tools available to get into her room. Okay. Wow. Whoa. To access all the students' room? Damn. You have the perfect way to get into a room and steal the rapier undetected. However, there's one flaw with your logic. I had no knowledge of their plan. It was under my understanding that Friggas wanted to keep this a secret until the very end. Why would Bellwether of all people tell you about her betrayal? And at that point, there wasn't anything I could do to stop her. I thought so too, but I suppose it was all a facade. She was just beating her time until she could take my position. He had to have known about Bellwether's betrayal weeks ago. How do we prove it? Is it not the same thing again? No, it's not that. But that says that he knew about it weeks ago. Right? So, see? Doing a few weeks ago. Or was it not the right statement? Hold on. On the day of the murder. Okay. There we are. That's the thing. It's on the day of the murder. Did someone see? Now he's panicking. He only overheard the part where the staff would be replaced. Wait for it. Happened weeks ago. Well, yeah, it is true. You can't use secondhand information in court. Like you can't testify to something that someone said. Mr. Hughes distinctly overheard the staff would be replaced. That's too specific and too accurate to assume that he misheard a different conversation. Professor Bellwether had no authority over the cleaning staff's employment. It wouldn't make sense for her to just review her plan for the arcane constructs. That would only make sense if he knew that Bellwether would be taking his job. Is it because you saw the need to protect yourself from my accusations? Ooh, here we go. I'm gonna cover the screen. He's gonna burst. I'm a chicken. I'm really scared. I'm truly planning on pushing this. Your thesis sounds promising. I believe your arguments could use a little work. Oh, here it comes. You think I killed Catherine Bellwether? I'm an elderly man in his late 80s. I was alone and had nothing to overpower Bellwether with. This? But you and Bellwether weren't the only people in that room. You needed the Arcane construct to carry Bellwether's body. And with your privileges, you could have easily programmed the construct to step Bellwether for you. Think about what would have transpired afterward. Recall Miss Stewin's timeline of Bellwether's witnesses. With your theory, the construct would have spent more than an hour in the library. Luckily, Lady Frigga can't tell night from day. Aha, having it there would have risked my so-called clues being discovered. I wouldn't have the Oh, this is... Okay, so... Is this against claims that contradict a piece of evidence? I wouldn't have the construct linger around the library. Lady Frigga can't tell night from day. The timing you use from Miss Frigga's assessment is predicated on one thing. She saw Miss Bellwether exit your office after your meeting. However, if you assume that you're lying about when this meeting ended, your entire argument falls apart. Miss Frigga would have encountered Bellwether after her death at 2:01. Aha! Miss Frigga thought it was morning when she saw Bellwether. She can't reliably tell the time. Then what about that rapier was placed? If I really was the murderer, then that would mean I planted the weapon in young Wallace's locker. I wouldn't have placed incriminating evidence in that locker. Nope. This. There. Oh, right, okay. This. You wouldn't try to frame Wallace, but you would try to frame Miriam Frigga. You murder your treacherous co-worker and frame the daughter of the family that helped her, but something went wrong. The labels on Wallace's locker and Miriam's locker were switched. Anyone who saw that would have easily mixed them up. There's no reason I would make a mistake like that. It's the construct, but it wasn't you. The Arcane construct was the one who planted the rapier in the locker. I bet you commanded it to place this rapier in the locker of Miriam Frigga, but it saw the ID number of Wallace's locker and assumed that it was Miriam's. Oh, I really love the soundtrack. Redmond begins desperately stammering, looking for something to say. Lost for words. Your theory may be plausible, but there's no evidence to support it. There's no evidence on my orders. Nope. There we are. Wasn't there some sort of evidence that would track the orders? No, there is. The command log. Huh? Wait, hang on. There's no evidence of my orders. But that's it. Every command given to a construct is stored in his... Then what is it? Oh my god. I swear it's the construct. No. But, okay, I have... Oh no, this is where we have the penalty. And the music's not giving me any relief. Okay, I swear it's the construct, but it says... You see, every command given in the construct is stored in his command log. However, this command log must be cleared regularly. Is it not this? Wasn't there some sort of evidence that would track the orders? The construct. He cleared. completely clean? Damn, it was clean? Okay. But it can't clean himself, right? Oh, damn, they have. You honestly think the murderer will leave behind evidence like that? I'm sure whoever orchestrated this plot, they would have wiped its logs. No. You're running out of options, but you still have one tool left. He's doing it again. Aha! Now we're gonna see his thoughts again. So we're gonna present something that evokes his thoughts, and we're gonna use that. His life and his future in your hands. It's the Eye of Horus. But there's something that he forgot to get rid of. Something that he forgot to get rid of. This. I did everything I could cast doubts on Frigga's brat. Can't believe Valerie placed a trace of necromancy on the body. To make matters worse, the construct placed the evidence in the wrong locker. He must have also fabricated the documents that accused Frigga of cheating. It was all to make her look like the murderer. Does it give me anything new? How does it not give me anything new? Why was the construct in the locker room though? It shouldn't have been there if it had followed my orders. No matter it wiped its logs, they have nothing on me. Probably have done this last. Plant the body in lecture hall 2B and then plant the evidence in Frigga's locker. We're supposed to head to the storage room afterward. What happened? Aha. He ordered the construct to go to the storage room. He would have done that after it was finished planting evidence in the locker room. What stopped the construct from leaving the locker room? This. No. The lockdown system. Yes. How did the lockdown affect the construct's actions? Redmond's series of commands were in... Yeah. It was interrupted. One of the tasks is impossible to complete. It will deem the entire series impossible to complete. And as a result, it will stop executing the series altogether. Yeah, so that's why. Construct's final command was to wipe its memory. But if its orders were interrupted by the lockdown, the memory is not cleared. Don't worry, the next witness testimony will be all I need. You're gonna call on the construct as a witness. I do. First, I'd like for the Inquisition to bring in the Arcane construct in the Academy's locker room. Bro, just humor me. I can't believe we're using that as a witness. Recite your command history. Reporting. Stand by in Headmaster's office. Command 2, await vocal signal attack. Oh. You hear Redmond stand up from the gallery. Treat Catherine Bellwether as a hostile entity and neutralize. Ooh. The magic wreaths around his body and stops him from moving. He's clearly trying to struggle against it, but it looks like he can't move his mouth. Continue. Command 4, await vocal signal, leave. Move to classroom 2B, reply to any inquiries with voice line 3. Remove from interior frame and place on floor. Oh my god. You can stop now, I think we know when to rest. Just to be clear, who gave you this series of commands? Yeah. Constructs don't follow the same logic that humans do. They're prone to error when their commands are impossible to execute. feel like I should start doing that. You know, when people ask me to do something, command's impossible to execute. Next. Oh no, next. We're just not gonna do anything. You were the one that made it impossible. You activated the lockdown system. The body was found earlier than you'd like. You had no choice but to immediately activate the lockdown system when it was reported. Aha, it was still in the locker room. The contract finished its task in the locker room, but then it tried to follow your next command. It tried to move to the storage room, but was prevented from doing so. So the series of commands will stop before it wiped its history. Haha. And we have done it. Checkmate. She was going to take everything from me. My position, my academy, my students. Oh, he was supposed to be one of the good ones. Why didn't you say anything? Do you think the Freakers acted alone? Your father was part of this plot. And it thickens. I have nothing to say to you. I thought you were different. I listened to your lies about societal reform. In the end, you were just like the rest of the aristocracy. She's trying. She's really trying. By the skilled lord, what have I done? I was even willing to sacrifice poor Wallace. I can't believe it. That glitch, is it like supposed to happen? It appears we have a full confession. The court sees no reason to prolong this any further. Please escort the witness to a holding cell. We did it! We did it! Can't believe the headmaster was the one who did this. Yeah. With him gone, you want to agree, but necromancy is basically taboo. Without Redmond's support, there aren't many places he could learn it legitimately. Then there's the Imperial Academy. Yeah, they would just point another Psychophant as the headmaster. You found the truth and you put a murderer behind bars. She's right. Ooh, Miss Tamora, you better pull some strings. At the end of the day, you saved Wallace from a wrongful conviction. You should be proud of yourself. I suppose you're right. Maybe I'm just overthinking things, but the doubt still lingers in your mind. Don't worry, I have plenty of gold. Am I the only one on this team not making any gold? I have not seen any gold. You activated the Empowered Eye again. She doesn't appear to be praising you. The Eye of Horus is a powerful tool, but that's twice now you've used the Empowered Eye to get out of a tough spot. You can't keep relying on it if you want to grow as an attorney. One day you'll find a witness that the Empowered Eye won't work on. And it's foreshadowing our future episodes. It's worked for me this far. I suppose you're right, I try to rely on it less. And that marked the end of another case in my career as a defense attorney, another life saved, and another murderer brought to justice. Oh, here we go, the feeling of uneasiness. Was it good for what would happen to the faculty staff, or was it something else? Ooh, I'm gonna cover the screen. I feel like there's some pre-log. There's gonna be a pre-log. Steven's been talking about the perp for hours. Was there even an ask? Turns out she doesn't trust his testimony. Something about his memories not matching up with the crime scene. Oh? You don't think he has mage blight, does he? She found that damn symbol etched into his desk. The purple mark. It's that girl! If the little lady wants to chase the boogeyman, just let her. At least this time she's doing it personally instead of dragging us into it. Cast sleep. I knew it. It's her! This girl. Who did this to your desk? I already admitted to everything. Where did this graffiti come from? It's that girl. She's not the person we think she is. When did you receive this purple symbol? He can't remember, can he? How? How? No. It's her. My elation over meeting him almost made me forget. It's Iris. I knew it. You're the one who told me to murder Bellwether. Yeah, I knew she was evil. That purple eye. I didn't make you do anything. Everything you did that day, or the planning or the preparation, that came from your own mind. All I have to say, it was quite entertaining with the scheme you came up with. Why you even broke to Miriam's room. Illusions can't affect the mind. Oh, she has the magic to affect the mind. Can you imagine if he turned? It would have been spectacular. Armies of the undead running rampant in the streets. I guess we'll find out who she is. The Lord of the Sixth Circle. Oh wow, that was an abrupt end to that episode. But yeah, I guess we're done with the second episode of the game. It's been a long one today, but thank you for joining me. Join me on my next stream and we'll go through the next couple episodes. Stay tuned. And for today, thank you for joining me. Have a good one wherever you are. Have a good morning, a good afternoon, good evening, and a good night. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. See ya!